Hi everyone, welcome back to Now TV at the I Am Just Jen YouTube channel, aka Superwoman, aka Future Productions, to which I am the president and CEO of. So it's been a few days since the last presentation or event that I was at Emerge, since I posted, and well, it was a success. People loved my work, loved the way I read it. I had tons of people talking to me, but I've been busy trying to figure out what I'm doing on the next venture. The next process after that is me taking a trip, and I just wanted to share what it looks like in a woman's world when they're going somewhere for up to 6 weeks. What to take when they've only got a limit of one bag, essentially that size, for that 6 weeks to work with. I'm pretty good at packing for small spaces. Usually I just use the smaller bag because I'm not going for 6 weeks somewhere, which could include camping and hiking and stuff. So I use that one when I'm doing a short plane trip from here to Toronto or something, but not this time. I haven't enjoyed my apartment in Gatineau or any camping or hiking over there for quite some time. And since I'm going to have a new renter shortly after I'm done there, I want to take advantages of much time as I can to myself. I have not been able to use this bag since I bought it, and my fishing rod is over there with its tackle. And one, I've never been able to find live worms. When I was growing up, live worms were everywhere. You could just go buy them, find them. Now there's all this human rights, animal stuff. I don't know. There's just these laws and policies that make fishing complicated. And it shouldn't be. It's fishing. So I was hoping to be able to find a way to buy a reasonably decent priced and reliable car, pack it up with all my gear, which means this bag would fit in the car and I wouldn't have to pay extra. On a plane and train, if you go out beyond the capacity of the bags you're allowed, you have to pay extra. So this bag could be considered too big for the top of the airplane area. When you're bringing in a second bag onto the plane, they might want me to pay extra to check the bag in the airplane itself. And I'm not copacetic with that idea. And I don't want to buy another fishing rod, and I don't want to go over there and not be able to enjoy fishing. But the longer I wait for the rest of my government money, the less I can do, because you have to live a budget, right? So this is the day in the life of somebody who's wanting mostly newish stuff, good condition stuff. And I had to have enough good stuff in case I go to some nice places, dinners, events, church. Oh my goodness, I just saw a stain on my favorite summer dress. Now I have to find a tying stick. Blah. So, and then of course it's all going to be wrinkled, and I'm going to wish I had an iron on the other end. But my goal is to get to the Comic Con that I met Tom Welling at, where we took our first picture at. The Tom that's still lying about me, about my existence, about me being Superwoman, about knowing about me, about even meeting and having a picture, and about the Smallville movie that I have written, that I am the writer of, pretending like it didn't happen, it isn't happening, or that he's only thinking about or dreaming about the possibility of it all being a possibility, and that he might be up for it, into the idea of a reunion or an animation, which he full well knows in his head is already there, already exists, and already knows about, and that's why he's saying it, trying to find his way out politely around all of the secrets behind the scenes of me being behind the scenes. Same thing with Michael Rosenbaum. But I also am the writer of You've Got Mail Too. Henceforth, this big movie here is the very, very first one I ever finished writing back in 2012. The creator of You've Got Mail, starring Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, the one that wrote this from a play into the first movie, not mine, hers, from a play into a movie, You've Got Mail. She passed away in 2011, and just shortly around the time I finished this, Jean Stapleton passed away. So I know that I was gifted. I was blessed with the right to write this, women to women, women supporting women in a mostly male-dominated working world. And then shortly after that, I finished my trilogy, my first trilogy. Good knows, I don't know how many other trilogies I'll write while I'm still alive writing, because I'm a lot like Stephen King. I just write. Right. My lifetime of writing may not have succeeded in as many published novels as him, but if you put what I have written next to how much he's written, I may have actually outwritten him. And that's a lot to say. So on with the next one. After the trilogy was finished, very shortly after, I started writing the Smallville movie, because I had years and years and years of sample TV episodes in my head, already up on Facebook from the time the show was still airing. And so it finally all came to combust in my head. There's this buildup of what to do with it all that finally came, and Tom was finally using a little bit of publicity time and Facebook time and Instagram time. So I thought, well, it's the perfect time. So henceforth, we move forward to the Smallville reunion movie. Now, what you're seeing here is the brand new printed copy, big book, final draft, edited. I don't know what's on there. I can't tell what that is. Anyways, before I make anything worse, I'm going to leave it alone. So I want to show you some of the inside pages. Only thing, the reason it looks like this is because we don't have the chapter headings, right? The index isn't in there yet. Then, of course, there's no sleeve. But I'm just saying, for a big book, the print book of the first book of the two-part story, it looks pretty good. I'm a pretty happy writer, and I just want to show people many pages of proof that this movie's been finished in first draft since July 1st, Canada Day, 2020. And that I'm just going to reiterate the fact that a lot of famous people are hot air balloons. They're full of crap. Even if they look like they're nice people, and that you can believe them, that they're honest, and that you want to support them in their endeavors and pay to go to their events and pay out the nose for autographs and pictures. I'm just letting you know that they're doing it for the fast cash, not necessarily to be so genuine and sincere, but that they also are human, and that they make mistakes and they lie, or they're dishonest and leave out truths, which is the case in my case, because you can see I've clearly written this. I'm clearly the writer of it. So, to answer the question, yes, I will have the Smallville movie done in different languages. They will get translated. The first other language will clearly be French, because I'm in Canada. And then from there, it'll be done. So the reason I'm showing you this is just samples of what I'm going to take with me to the Comic-Con, where Helen Hunt is going to be. And Helen Hunt is the person I want to give You've Got Mail to, because I would like it if she would produce my You've Got Mail 2 story, which is called Another Story with Joe Fox and Kathleen Kelly. So if everybody knows the name of the star characters in You've Got Mail, they'll know what movie I'm talking about. Now, it will not star Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan because they've outaged the characters. In fact, so have I, as the character I am in here. All the characters I had in mind by certain actors have outaged because of the year this was finished. And we've all grown by a decade. And the original producer I had in mind has passed away. He was also Canadian. So I want to go to the Comic-Con to get Helen Hunt to wear this Superwoman t-shirt. And I'm going to autograph this for her and tell her I want her to produce it with me and someone else. And maybe she'll ask me to autograph this for her and pay me for a copy of this early bird of this extra copy of the Smallville movie. She has the power to talk about it and embarrass Tom and Michael and sort of get them to read it. It's great. And I just thought it's appropriate to go back to the Comic-Con where I took picture wearing this Superwoman t-shirt with Tom Welling And he clearly didn't see what I was wearing and he didn't read it. I guess his brain might have been off thinking I was wearing something that said Superman, but Superwoman clearly doesn't say Superman. And this symbol, all the new symbols I've created and own the copyright to. I have a brand new Lex Luthor symbol, a brand new silver symbol having to do with the twins, fraternal twins, brother and sister in my stories, and so much more. So my struggle is real in trying to safely pack everything into one bag, whether I'm going by plane, train, or car, and having a cross-country camping adventure. I just wanted people to know that things are still moving forward. While I'm taking my vacay, I'm going to have publishers working on the actual real books. I'm going to do them in Kindle and all kinds of other online formats. The publisher is going to take care of all of that stuff. I'm doing the independent route because I want to be able to run my own business, my own production and printing company. I'm not going to pay money out to somebody I don't owe anything to who haven't done any of the work. Why do that when I did it all, right? There's no point in giving credit to somebody who didn't earn any of it by doing any of the credit work. Those big time agencies that like to be popular for the sake of popularity, I don't have any interest in them. I'm not from California. I wasn't born in America, so I'm not invested in needing to follow their rules. The world is big. There's 7 billion people on the planet. There's a European nation of people where there's more people there than there is in America altogether. So I have a lot of success potential and new people to choose from to work with. However, I do hope that Tom and Michael ante up and don't lose their parts. And to end with, I'm just going to say what's going to happen is when I get back from my vacay, I'm going to be recording both movies, the You've Got Mail 2 and the Smallville Reunion Movie Book 1 at the library downtown in Vancouver. I'm going to be using the free audio and recording booths that are there to do the animation. So I'm going to be looking for other people to do voices for other characters and noises, music, background, dramatization. So there'll be two different kinds. The dramatized version with multiple people and parts, and then there's going to be just the audio version where it's just me reading my own work. And the same thing with another story with Joe Fox and Kathleen Kelly. I'll do that with this as well. And hopefully Helen Hunt will be on the ball and she'll be a part of that. I have to pay to go meet her and I have to pay for the picture with her and my daughter. And my mom's going to go get a picture. We're going to pay for her to go see John Cleese as well because he's also an English actor and we have, English in our backgrounds like 400 years of Welsh. So because we don't live forever, that's a good opportunity for her as well. So when I get back, it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I look forward to giving work to other people. So whether Tom or Michael are on the ball and they're a part of it, we're still going to go ahead and do this as Canadians, as people that are proud of the things we've created. Most of this is shot in Vancouver in the first place, so it should be given to the people that want the work and go ahead and do that. The reason it's never been made is because those hobnob famous people like to snub people. If you don't know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody in the industry kind of thing, then they don't read your work in spite of knowing that you're there, in spite of knowing your titled work is big work. Even if they acknowledge that, they still won't read it because you're not following their rules and doing things by their standard. And of course, that's a bunch of hooey. I don't follow that crap. So I will let you guys know what it looks like when I have final copies of real books. It's going to be very exciting when there's an actual sleeve with a picture of me and my bio and the front and back cover of what I really want. But these are going with me in the backpack to go see Helen Hunt at the Comic-Con where I met Tom Welling and had a picture taken with him in 2019, where I was living out of the Superwoman van for 9 months while taking my peer support specialist course. And he didn't see the condition of my tire and the damage and the vandalism that was done. He didn't come to look because his brain was off. I don't know why it was off, but it was off. He said gotcha, and I thought he did get it, and I clearly can see he didn't get it. He wasn't there. So hopefully with Helen, it'll be different when it comes to making You've Got Mail 2. Either way, my movies are going to get made. I will do what Helen did. I'll just find the funding. There is a women's enterprise in Vancouver, and there's an all-female agency here in Vancouver as well. So there's lots of support for when I'm ready to come back. For now, I'm just going to figure out how to pack one bag and enjoy my trip. Go camping, fishing if I can, hiking for sure, portaging, canoeing. So I'll see you guys on the other end. I'll be with my mom and my daughter. So if you don't hear from me or you just hear little things here and there, it's not that I'm not thinking of you guys. I'm just, needing some time off of technology because I spend so much time in front of computers and with pens and papers in my face all the time anyway. So it's necessary to reboot and shut down in order to do that. So peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to all the success and meeting people and doing my own tours and autographs and book signings soon, and the excitement of people learning about new characters that I've created and their excitement for all of that and their part in it if they want a part in it. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh yeah, that's what happened. I wanted to say, when Tom was reading a book and he posted a picture of the book he read on his Instagram, he had asked everybody on the Instagram, what should I read next? Now, the book he was reading was a very small kind of book. So, he doesn't like to read a lot. He doesn't read much. He's a very basic guy. So I wrote back and I said, you should read my first movie. And it's this movie. So clearly he doesn't want to read a real movie. What it's like to read a full manuscript where you could actually be the lead or a major character in a movie, but you have to actually do the work by reading the whole thing in order to be excited and say, wow, that's really good and I want to be a major part in it and actually know what character you want because you read the whole thing, versus how Smallville movie is, which is about the way he works, right? Less is more for him. Doesn't want to work, but this is 2 parts. So when the other one's done, it's still going to be a pretty decent size as well. So no matter what, he's still have to do a lot of reading. And so clearly you don't block people because you got an answer from them after a question you asked that was very specific, and they gave you a very specific answer to that question. That's a bit of an odd thing to do unless you really didn't want an answer. I really just didn't want to read. So that's what I got from all of that, and that's what I wanted to remember to tell you guys. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a good day, a good summer. Go camping, go swimming in the ocean, take a cruise ship. Bye.